Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, I greet me, so I do well. Slakia. And salutation to the brothers around the altars, opportunity with in truth and sincerity, sighing and crying, right, and heralding the downfall of this wicked queendom. I'll hiccup the this wicked queendom, shalom, shalom, shalom. Right, and the topic of this video is going back into crying out for the Lord to save us, because that is what we are doing right now. Right, meanwhile as we are holding our faith and standing strong with the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, also we crying out and hurling down for this wicked queendom. Right, I'll bring on this first piece up here. This is going to be Luke Luke 18. I'll start at verse 6, right? And it says, and the Lord Yahushai, and the Lord said, which is Yahushai, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said, because he speak the parable about the widow earlier on in the scripture, about the widow asking for help, crying out and asking for help, right? And who symbolized as a widow right now, right? His children, the Israelites, and that's what we are doing right now. We crying out and asking Lord for help to save us from this wicked place, right? And hear what he says here, because imagine if in that time the analogy that he brought in that scenario, if that widow could have cried out for help, and the king, I believe it's the king, save her, much less for the Lord and his people. Going down in the scripture here, verse 7, and it says, and shall not power avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them, right? Though it may be, some people might say, watch how long did they say the Lord coming, watch how long they say this going to happen, watch how long they say that going to happen. Yeah, but the scripture say everything have a due time, everything in Ecclesiastes, right? Everything have a time and a place for everything. That's why the Lord say here, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily, because in the book of Matthew 24, I believe, let me bring it out one time. It's 24 20. Yeah, Matthew 24 and 21, and it says, for then shall great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, right? That day Jacob's trouble, right? It's gonna be a day that was never seen before, right? And what the Lord's children going to do? The Lord's children is going to call unto him for help, because what the scriptures say, that my children shall eat and the rest of them going to starve, right? The children will not be hungry, right? We're not going to be in the children, the elect is not going to be in want, but the rest, right? The rest who going to perish by the sword, who going to perish by famine, right? By pestilence, by plagues, right? But the Lord is going to be taking care of his people, right? Continuing, it says, no ever shall be, and except those days be shortened, right? So going back to the scripture said earlier on in Luke 18, right? He can save us speedily. That he says, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So the Lord is shortening the time that we have on this face of the earth. So the Lord is saving us speedily from this wicked man, from Esau, Edom, and from the wickedness of this on the face of this earth, so that we wouldn't be as the scripture saying, Wisdom of Solomon 4, right? We will be beguiled by the wickedness of this world, right? Continuing to say, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened, right? So the days will be shortened for the elect, right? Because the Lord is seeing, he's seeing what happening to us and hearing, right? And hearing us praying and crying unto Him, right? Just to take us out of this place. This next precept here, this is the book of, I'll pass it, so that I can. Psalms 140 and verse 1, right? And it says, the chief magician is Psalms of David. It said, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, right? And who is that evil man, right? Who is the number one evil person in the face of the earth? Which is, we know, and some of you all do not know, he is Esau Edom, right? He is the wicked. The scripture specifically specify him as the wicked, right? From the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their hearts continually. Are they gathered together for war, right? They are always ready. It's like they're making the wars and they're gooding up themselves just for war. They're gooding up themselves, as the scripture say, just to do wickedly unto the righteous. We'd saying, I believe it's Proverbs of Psalm self, we'd say his eyes is privily against the poor. Who is the poor? Right? The poor is us. The poor is the Israelites. The person who are the bottom of the barrel. Right? You Negroes, you native, right? You Hispanics. We are the poor. The Israelites, we are the poor. And He is ready to do the worst to us. That is why we have to continue praying and crying unto Yahweh Shema Shai to get us out of this place and continually obeying His laws, statutes, and commandments, because it have no other way for we to get out of this place, and it have no other name for we to call on but Yahweh Shai. To get you to Yahweh is only one name under heaven, as the scriptures say, one name under heaven which we shall be saved. Continuing, verse 3, it says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent's adder. A serpent's adder's poison is under his lips, right? With the scripture say, his words, I believe it's Psalms 55. Let me see if I get it. His words was smooth as butter, I believe. Psalms 55 and what boy. Ain't too sure what I'll show the precept down. Alright, 55 and 21. Right, Psalms 55 and 21, and it says, the words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right? So when he telling you that, hey, this mark here, this brain chip is going to make your life so easier. This brain chip is so convenient to the persons them who disabled, who cannot walk, who lost limbs, right? Going back to the scripture Revelation, we're talking about devils working miracles, right? They could make you walk, right? They could make you see through all these cyborg, that is how Elon Musk says he making so many things just to so-called say making you Jake's lives easier. You can't walk. Well, here's a prosthetic leg. You have one arm with chop off. Fighting for Esau, fighting for a master in the war. You understand? Here's a prosthetic arm. Right? And kill you dead. Right? Kill you dead, you believing that, hey, this is better for you. I'm gonna take this chip in my brain, and through this chip in my brain, I gonna have an arm again. Not knowing that's going to be a downfall. Continuing, it says, but war was in his heart, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. These how these wicked heathens is. They speaking all these nice things to you, but not knowing they want to take over your country, not knowing they want to take over your own vessel which the Lord gave unto you. Here what David was saying is like a prayer of David, right? It says, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my doings. That is all they want to do. That is all they want to do. They want to take control of your body. They want to take control of your mind. When they so feel that they're saying, I remember the song also, Freaky Friday with Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber, and a lot of them sing, right? They wake up on someone else's body. But they've been saying that through this trip, if I am not a pilot, I could tap into someone who is a pilot and get every single skill. Let me say, using the chip in your brain, right, to tap into someone else's skill, someone else's trade, just to become a pilot. If you want to be someone who could drive very good. So if you could tap into someone else's brain, what about the developers who made this ship? What about them who made this ship? That will show how these wicked heathens is. But we know through the Spirit and power of Hashem Yeshai, we continue holding on till the end. He's going to take this ship. Because why? Going back to the Ezekiel 9, right? Back to even the topic, right? Sighing and crying for Yahweh Hashem Yeshai to take us out of this place. Right? Ezekiel 9 and start from verse 4. Jump straight to the point, right? And says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? That is what the elect doing. The elect sighing and crying for all the abominations in this wicked place. Sighing and crying for the Lord to take us out of this wicked place. Right? Hopefully we be part of the elect. So once you have that mark that the angels set, that the Lord set upon you, hey, you ain't gonna take that charagma. Because why? The Lord said also, right? He is not that's roughly paraphrasing it. He's not unjust to forget your works, your labor that you have labored. Because remember, he said in Revelation that a lot of times he come back to reward you according to your works. Without doing the works of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, you can't get out of this place. You have to do the works of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. Going back to the book of Hebrews. Right, let me get it one time. Hebrews 2 and verse 3, and it says, so that's not funny top, boy. No, tell me 3. Come. Say, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? So if you neglect the word of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, right? You've been passing through the streets, hearing the prophets sighing and crying and telling you to wake up and turn away from your wicked ways. Because you have to remember this. We speaking, this word is not from our own mind. This is the word of the Lord. Right? We being the Lord's mouthpiece, right? These men who you see on the highways and byways in the streets, right? Preaching this 100% truth, letting you know his name is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh, which is the Father who the world calls God, and Yahushai, who is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? But he's not a white man with blue eyes, no. According to the scriptures, it said he's a black man with white curly hair. Woolly hair, I should say, not curly hair. So like white woolly hair. Yeah, can. So how we gonna escape if we neglect the men who teaching this word, who teaching the Lord's word, who doing this for you all to wake up, for the elect to wake up, I should say, because two-thirds this will always be two-thirds. Continuing, it says, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him. Right? So how are we going to escape if we neglect the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? If we don't do the work of the Lord? Because somebody would say in Proverbs, I'm going to get here one time, about the wise son in the summer. I can't remember, it's 7 and 10. 7 or 10. Better about Krisha. No, not 7. Better about Krisha. Alright, come 10. 10 and 4. Proverbs 10 and 4. And it says, he becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. Right? So if you're not doing the works of Yahweh Hashem and you're just being lackadaisical, right? Not furthering your knowledge, right? Not trying to as Timothy say, just roughly paraphrasing it, searching for doing it for masteries, right? They basically want to master it, want to master the word and master the scriptures, right? So if anybody asks anything, you could answer according to the word of the Lord. But it says, but the hand of the diligent make it rich, right? That's how the elect going to be. The elect going to be diligent and concerned to the word of the Lord. The elect will be diligent. Verse 5, it says, he that gathereth in the summer is a wise son. Right? So right now is the summer. Right now is the time where the bridegroom ain't come yet. You have to be like the 5 wise. Right? Gathering your oil in your lamp. Right? Even though you gather until the lamp full and run it over. Right? Gather until that lamp is overflowing. Because the time is going to come and we will need that oil. We will need the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The scriptures say that wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of the times. Right? We need the word, so we have to gather in the summer. It says, he that gathereth actually in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in the harvest is a son that causeth shame. So you can't be sleeping. You can't be sleeping in this time. Awake. Wake up. Because the time to come is not going to be a nice time. You see, Donald Trump already putting things into play. The MOTB is at hand. It is coming. What are you going to do? We'd say previous 2 Peter or 1 Peter, I can't remember properly. Right? But seeing all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be? Right? The elements is going to melt with fervent heat. Famine, pestilence, plagues is coming up on the face of the earth. People are going to be eating their children. Mothers are going to be eating their daughters. Fathers are going to be eating their sons. What you going to do to save yourself from this destruction? Because you only have one way out. One way in and one way out. One way into the truth. One way into the word of God, which is through Yahweh Shai. Which is through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And one way out of this wicked place. Which is, Lord is coming. The time is at hand. Wake up, shake up, Jacob. Lord, I'm willing this video is edifying to the flock. Just want to give all praises, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great notes on do well, and salutation to the elect around the others, opportunists, with truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.